when we get some snow and rain finally falling here in Utah.
That'd be pretty awesome too. You don't think you'd have to be in California to see that. You ready for it in Utah?
Ready.
Yeah.
This was the view down in southern Utah. New Harmony. Mike Samish got up nice and early, and take a look at that. Wow. There's the launch at 7:07, 23 Starlink satellites on a payload of a Falcon 9 rocket, and they went up, and it was sure cool. It was cold this morning. Thanks, Mike, for getting up and taking the time lapse. Isn't that just awesome? We saw it from California with our Utah firefighters, and there it is from Utah, from Mike Samish in the south. Here's a look at Vortex right now. Again, very light precipitation. I've been looking at the cameras, and very little is reaching the ground out of this particular band, but it is a little stalled boundary layer. It goes all the way over towards Colorado as well, near Grand Junction. And what's going to happen is that's going to just sit and hold tonight, and then tomorrow it's going to get energized and start to work its way back to the north. It's 22 in Logan, 25 in Vernal, Price holding at 25 as well. St. George 36, and that cloud cover is starting to get into southwestern Utah, 45 in Las Vegas at this hour. So what's the plan and what's happening? Well, there's a low pressure that's over towards California, and as that dives south, it's going to actually take this little stalled boundary and pitch it to the north. Watch what happens overnight and tomorrow. There it goes. Now 6, 7 a.m. We've got some snow bands going through Utah County, working into the southern end of Salt Lake County. They start to push north during the afternoon and evening, a little bit up towards Ogden, a little teeny bit up towards Cache Valley. The totals will be very light. It all dissipates in the north tomorrow night, and then on Sunday, a little rain and snow into southwestern Utah. That lingers into Monday and potentially into Tuesday. If that low comes a little farther north, we'll get more precipitation in southern Utah, which would be a huge blessing. As we know, it's been very rough there. We need all the water and snow we can get. Less than an inch of accumulation for Logan, Ogden, Salt Lake. Tooele, 2 to 3. Up in Park City, 3 to 6. Alta, 4 to 8. Uintas ought to get about 4 inches as well. Here's a breakdown for you tonight through Saturday. Logan to Bountiful, less than an inch. Salt Lake to Nephi, 1/2 to 2. Wasatch back, 3 to 6. And the northern mountains will get 4 to 8. Look for that snow to go about as far south as Delta to Price tomorrow. Otherwise, it'll be clouds in southern Utah. Highs 30s and 40s for the most part. Lows still in the single digits and teens, even with some of that cloud cover. St. George, 28 tomorrow, up to 50 for the high. Storms start to come in Sunday into Monday and linger a bit even into Tuesday. And temperatures next week in the 40s and 50s. Northern Utah, light snowfall developing overnight and into the morning hours. That light band of snow will continue to just kind of push a little farther north during the day. The core, Salt Lake Valley to about Spanish Fork tomorrow, I think is what we'll see in your 7-day forecast. Snow tomorrow, gone on Sunday. Sun pops out next week. We're back to the 30s and 40s and lots of sunshine. So be careful if you're headed up to any of the mountain locations. There will be slick roads tomorrow throughout the day.
All right. Thanks, Kevin.
You bet.
All right, Utah Hockey Club looking